Today, I'm bringing this presentation on the assassination of John F. K., President Kennedy. And it's to you this Labor Day, the 5th of September, 2011. The first Labor Day was also celebrated on the 5th of September in 1882 in New York City in accordance with the plans of the Central Labor Union. And it was in creation of the labor movement, and it's dedicated to the social and economic achievements of American workers. It constitutes a yearly national tribute to the contributions that the workers have made to the strength, prosperity, and well-being of our country. You know, even though times say that it doesn't necessarily mean it's going like that, we still get to pat ourselves on the back and honor ourselves this Labor Day. It's also 1 week before the 10th anniversary of our country's 9/11 loss. So at this time, I'd like to honor all of us. Let's take a moment to honor ourselves as Americans, as laborers who are just trying to survive in these times of extreme, difficult, and urgent times of economic, environmental, political, global weaknesses and or imminent demise, right? Everybody's talking about 2012. Because President JFK was just like us, he wanted the same things as we do: to live, to breathe, to enjoy and cherish our children, our future. He understood these things, and also that we are mortal. Almost 50 years later, we still share those same concerns. These are the things we have in common. In one of the last speeches he made, the commencement address at American University on the 10th of June in 1963, just a few months before he was assassinated, it was an extraordinary, enlightening, and empowering speech. I've studied it, and as I often do when I'm studying it, I dream of what it would have been like to have been in that audience listening live, what kind of patriotic feelings would have welled up inside of me, how it would have felt had I been there to experience it in person at that time, and also thinking of what it would be like if he was standing at a podium now in our time saying such things. I long for those kind of leaders. All I can do at this time is present to you various people from our past and in our present who dare to dream and dare to tell the truth, who dare to motivate. Tonight, we focus on JFK, who is simply one of the best. Now, I'm not here to say that I believe this person or that person murdered him or was involved. Okay, I'm here to say that these are the things that I've found. And what of them are forensically sound? What if this evidence would stand up in today's technology, today's thinking, today's courts? We are not of those times, and we need not be influenced by anyone or anything. The facts are just the facts. Regardless, not enough attention is paid to the one consistency that I find that permeates a long thread, connecting it all together, going along the way back to the beginning of our origins. America is an offspring of England monarchy, basically. And coming forward from there is such corruption at the core and elite levels, all originated by the gluttonous, greedy men and their elite secret societies, what was and is the invisible empire. And by the time JFK was president, we were far into the schemes and plans of this invisible empire, these elite. And that is the truth. And no matter what you take away from the assassination of President Kennedy, you can clearly see their hand in it. If we look at the facts close enough, it does get uncomfortable, because then it calls us to the need to take action. Yet, how can we? And what would that action be? What would it look like? How can we possibly hold them accountable, such a mighty and unseen empire? And that takes us down the surreal and daunting road of uncertainty, and the next thing you know, we fall back into what's our comfortable lives, and another day, and another week, and another month, and a year, and a decade pass. Yeah, just like that. And in the meantime, that thread continues to fabricate its way through our history, right on into our present and beyond, out into the future. We must learn from the past in order to understand the future. President Kennedy was emphatic about that. He understood that. The future holds a lot of uncertainty, but I happen to know that we are capable of handling whatever lies ahead a hell of a lot better than we are if we just don't understand it, right? As I share this information with you today, understand that it is by far not even close to being all of it, nor does it convey my own opinions. To correctly formulate what I believe truly took place would take me well more than a year to begin to even conclude with certainty what I actually believe happened. What I can conclude and what I want to convey today in this presentation is that there is enough evidence, forensic and circumstantial, both to the crime itself as well as the cover-up and its relation to such people as Bush Sr., Lyndon B. Johnson, the CIA, the Secret Service, enough evidence of its planning prior to the murder and other events such as the strange death of witnesses that one can believe with absolute certainty that our government and elite designed, executed, and covered it up, as well as many such events before and since. That is my well-educated opinion, and it's what I challenge you to explore on your own. Don't take my word for anything. Rather, seek your own confirmation. Once you've confirmed this is the truth, we should concern ourselves with what to do with this truth. And I'll be waiting for you when you've come to that conclusion. We need to know how to take action in a peaceful, and I stress peaceful fashion, with actions that promote our quality of life for all of us. Today I'm sharing some of Kennedy's last thoughts first, so that we can see what he was thinking and or what he wanted of us, the American people. What did he want us to know, to believe, to do? And then we'll look at a documentary that I chose because it opens up a lot of issues for examination that I feel are valid and that also implicate the invisible empire, one specific family, the Bush's family, in a credible enough way to demand that we look at it. There have been enough truth finders that have come before me, sure enough, and I've studied many of them, and I'll continue to. They've been amazing scholars and messengers. Their style, their credibility, conclusions, and opinions, they vastly differ from each other. And unfortunately, at the end of the day, I just see drama stemming from all of them. The drama in the end is usually louder than the facts which they've uncovered and reported. And so much anger stems from this